So then Chris Eubank Jr. has been pretty active recently, calling out Canelo, trying to get the fight for Canelo, calling out Terence Crawford. Is he justified to be calling out these fighters, or is he a bit out of his depth? Let's find out. Eubank's last fight was against Liam Smith, where he avenged his loss in the previous fight, and he won by TKO. The thing is, Liam Smith was not on top shape in that fight. He had some injuries and his foot was rolling over all the time, and it wasn't the best for Liam Smith, but Eubank put him away nonetheless. If you look back at Eubank Jr.'s career, he didn't have many amateur fights. He won a few titles, but he didn't do anything great. He didn't go to the Olympics or anything. He won the British title in 2016, and then in 2017 he fought for the IBO World Super Middleweight title, which isn't a real world title. I know you're thinking, well, it's a world title. No, it's not. IBO isn't recognised by the other four. It's usually, if you're fighting for it alone, it's not going to be a big fight. It only comes in when you're fighting with it for the other titles as well. He held that all the way until 2019 with James DeGale. Then I think he vacated it, and he's been fighting pretty infrequently since 2019. He has fought people like Korobov, Marcus Morrison, Liam Williams. He hasn't really fought anyone high level, to be honest. And then he fought the two Liam Smith fights. So him calling out Canelo, it's not really justified, because he's, I would say, he's a world title contender level, definitely. But calling out Canelo's a super middleweight. And if you look at the middleweight rankings, he's ranked third by the WBC. He's ranked 7th by the WBA. He's ranked 5th by the IBF. And he's ranked 6th and he's ranked 6th by the WBO. So overall, he's like 4th in the world ranked. He's not that fucking good, let's be honest. And he's got a big name because of his dad. And you know, he talks a bit himself. He's got the good body, and he's got the social media presence. But honestly, I do not rate him. I think Conor Benn beats him every day. And he's coming out on Sky Sports recently saying, because he wants a big fight, and he's been promoted by Ben Shalom, and Ben Shalom can't get him that big fight because he's not that good. But he's been cutting out Canelo, which I would love to be a fly on the wall when the negotiations were going on between them two, because fucking Canelo, he is not on Canelo's level. Yes, the fight would sell because Eubank is a big name, but he'd get fucking put 4-way round the fucking ring in that fight. Canelo would play with him like he plays with a fucking amateur in sparring. Honestly, I think he ain't good enough for the Canelo fight. Could it happen? Potentially, because we know Canelo likes a good bit of money, and so does Eubank. And he's been saying he wants to go for a world title shot. He's currently 34. So, you know, he's getting on a bit. He said he's in good shape, which he is in good shape, to be fair, but I do not think he's going to be fighting for... Well, I think he could fight for a world title, but I don't think he's at world title level. I think the fight that would make sense for him is a Conor Benn. That's the perfect fight. And I think after that, if he wins that, we can see where he goes. But after that, I think Conor Benn should be his last fight, honestly, because I just don't think he's good enough to even get into the picture. In the middleweights, you've got Lara, but he's just in there. I mean, the middleweight division isn't the best division, but you've also got people like Hamza Shiraz. I think Hamza Shiraz beats him every single day. Hamza Shiraz would batter him. I think that would actually be a good fight, but I think Hamza Shiraz batters him. And Frank Warren will definitely be looking at that fight, be thinking, you know, could Hamza Shiraz fight Eubank? That's a potential fight, but I think he loses that. And honestly, the only fight that makes sense is the Conor Benn fight. I think Conor Benn does beat him, but Conor Benn is a lot better than Eubank, in my opinion. Him calling out all these big fights. He also called out Terence Crawford, which, I mean, probably not going to happen. I don't think Terence Crawford would go and fight Eubank. I just can't see that fight happening. He also called out Ben Whittaker, which could be arranged because they're both promoted by Ben Shalom. But Ben Whittaker's a light heavyweight, He's a lot bigger than him. Where would they fight? Catchweight, super middleweight? Probably not, because honestly, Ben Whittaker's going down the actual route of boxing. He's probably going to be going for an English or British title next. Eubank, he just wants the big money fights, so let's be honest. Put down in the comments what you think of Eubank Jr. Could the Canelo fight happen? What do you think would happen in that fight? Thanks for watching, boys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.